Hey, welcome back to the Proverbial Leader. We just wrapped up our first mini season, and I wanted to take a few minutes to pull it all together. 6 episodes, 6 powerful proverbs, all pointing to the same truth. Leadership rooted in God's wisdom is leadership that actually lasts. Now, if you're just joining us, or if you want a quick refresher on what we've covered, here's the whole season in just a few minutes. So we started with Jason as a sales guy who always told the truth, even when it cost him the deal. That led us to Proverbs 22:1. It says, "A good name is more desirable than great riches." The lesson, your character is your credibility. Build a name worth trusting because your title might change, but your reputation follows you everywhere. And then we met Morgan, a visionary who was drowning her team with new ideas while her actual business was falling apart. And Proverbs 28:19 taught us that those who work their land will have abundant food, but those who chase fantasies will have their fill of poverty. So sometimes the best thing you can do as a leader is stop chasing the next shiny thing and steward what God has already given you. In episode 3, we got introduced to Chris. He's the manager who confused being busy with being effective. Now, through his story, we learned from Proverbs 12:24 that diligent hands will rule, but laziness ends in forced labor. So being the busiest person in the office doesn't make you the most valuable. Diligence means focused, intentional work that actually moves the needle. Now, Jordan's story in episode 4 was a wake-up call about drift. He had all the talent in the world, but he kept hitting snooze on every growth opportunity. And Proverbs 19:15 warns us that laziness brings on deep sleep and the shiftless go hungry. So don't sleepwalk through your career or your leadership. Growth requires intentional movement. And then we talked about Jake, the agency owner who thought asking for help made him look weak. Now his story connected to Proverbs 15:22. Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. Now, the lone wolf approach isn't strength, it's pride. Now, God designed leadership to be a team sport. And we wrapped up with Aaron, whose small compromises in billing nearly destroyed his landscaping and home services business. Proverbs 11:1 reminded us that the Lord detests dishonest scales, but accurate weights find favor with him. Remember, integrity in the small things builds a legacy that will last. So here's what strikes me about all 6 of these stories. They're not about dramatic failures or huge moral scandals. They're about everyday choices that leaders like you and me face all the time. The choice to tell the truth when it's costly. The choice to focus instead of chasing every new opportunity. The choice to seek wisdom instead of going it alone. These proverbs have been shaping leaders for thousands of years because the challenges of leadership, they don't really change. The technology changes, the industries evolve, but the human heart and temptations of power and pressure, they stay the same. So that's our first mini season in a nutshell. If one of these episodes hit home for you, go back and listen to the full story. Better yet, share it with another leader who's trying to build something that matters. Thanks for being part of the Proverbial Leader community. We're just getting started here. More wisdom is coming, more stories from the trenches, more ancient truth for modern challenges. So stay grounded, stay faithful, and keep leading well. We'll see you next time.